Hey everybody, it's been a while. The reason why the review of episode 7 of Cutthroat is so late is because I finally saw it today. I would have done it last week if it wasn't for the fact that I had to work, and I also had to catch up on NaNoWriMo, and I also tried to catch up on sleep since I barely slept while I was in New York. That and I was being pretty lazy. Now that the excuses are out of the way, let's go to episode 7's review. At the beginning of episode 7, you see that it's Dunbar's birthday. You also see that Laurel apparently likes to rip people's shirts apart and wrestle and be naked. The challenge this week is called Give Me a Hand. The challengers will be partnered up and they will have to traverse from building to building on a tightrope. The partners will be attached at the hips and the ankles, and they will have to try and both cross this tightrope while using these ropes that are suspended right beside each other, but they're equally distanced apart, and it looks really difficult because they have to stretch out, and the fact that they are harnessed together makes it even more difficult. The team with the most people across and the fastest time wins. The order for this challenge is blue team first, red team second, and then the gray team third. The blue team got all 3 couples across the tightrope. The red team got 1 team across, Camilla and Tyler. Paula and Dunbar fell, and then Tori and Brad didn't even compete. The gray team had 2 couples to complete it, Sarah and Laurel, and Abram and Cara Marie. Dan and Luke, however, did not complete the challenge. They actually fell, and they looked like they were having a lot of trouble considering Luke is pretty short and Dan was terrified of heights. With all that being said, the blue team won this challenge, and they got $20,000 into their bank account, and they were safe from an elimination. At the Gulag deliberation, you could tell that the red team was a hot mess. They voted in every single player except for Paula. The people that ended up going into the Gulag, however, was Dunbar and Camilla. The gray team all rallied around Dan's decision to go into the Gulag, so he was sent in for the gray team. The girl decision was a little bit more split than that. It was pretty much between Cara Maria and Laurel. Cara Maria was spared for this Gulag, so Laurel got sent in. After the Gulag deliberation, Camilla was extremely pissed off at her team for putting her into the Gulag again. I kind of see where she's coming from, but at the same time she screwed herself over. You don't go to a guy who's in a known alliance, and not only that, the alliance is in their team, and tell him that you voted for him. He's going to go to the other alliance members and the rest of the team members and tell them to vote you in every single time until you go home. You have no room to complain, Camilla. Not only that, Johnny and Derek are trying to brainwash her into throwing every challenge if she ends up coming back, which is a smart move on Johnny and Derek's part. At the Gulag, the challengers played Die Hard again. For the guys, Dunbar won, and it's really sad to see Dan go home because he's accomplished so much just by being there and being sober the entire time. I don't think there's a challenger that has yet to be able to say that. And for the girls, this one was a really tight race, but luckily Laurel pulled out and won. I was so excited and so happy because I do not want to see Camilla on this challenge anymore. She's so annoying. But I was really happy, and it just so happened to be the one episode that I went away to New York for. That's it for my review, and I will have my review for episode 8 tomorrow since it comes back on air tonight. I'm sorry this video was so late, but it's up. Bye guys.